So this exercise is called a touchdown. That's what I call it. Some people might call it something slightly different. It's predominantly a hip exercise. So working in your glute, working in the stabilizing muscles around your hip. It's also good for knee stability and ankle stability. However, the exercise predominantly is for glute activation and the stability muscles around the hip. So ways that you can progress and regress this exercise. I'd recommend starting with high repetitions on a lower box, something similar height to this, and then you build the height of the box up, and then you can add resistance to it as well. So the exercise, you're going to stand with one, starting with your weaker leg or the injured leg on the box. Main focus for this is the hinging through the hips. So you're going to push your hips backwards just until you feel your glutes switch on, and then you're descending to tap your heel on the floor and then strong on the way back up. So you're hinging through the hips, bum backwards, tap the heel and back up. When you go through 15 or so reps of these, you will feel a burn if you're doing it right. The thing to avoid is for your hips to just travel straight up, straight down. You'll feel your quad doing a lot of the work and your hip won't be doing anything. So it's important for that hip back position. Showing you from front on, just so you've got an idea from my knee. So if you're watching my knee at this point, so still hinging at the hips, and my knee wants to track in line with my second smallest toe. So it does need to be stable. If you notice your knee caves in quite a lot, you'll find your adductor muscle is doing a lot more work than your glutes, so your abductor muscle. So it's important to try and keep that knee tracking true. I'd much rather slower, more controlled reps with this than just trying to bash out all your 15 reps and not feel it in the right areas. I'm out of breath already. So to progress from there, say I've done a week or so of doing 15 reps and it's starting to feel a bit more comfortable, I can then improve or increase my height of the box. Nothing changes. I'm just making sure I'm hinging through the hips still, controlling the descent, tapping, strong on the way up. Another thing that's worth noting is if you look at my hips, I'm going to put my fingers on my hip bones here. It's important that your hips, the level of your hips doesn't change to try and reach the floor. They need to stay level. Imagine I've got a big javelin stick going straight through my hips, and that wants to stay level. So it's all in this hip doing the work, strong up. If you do enough reps of this, bear in mind I'm a fully functioning person at this stage in time, that will be tough. But obviously you can progress to 20 inches and then you can load it up. What I personally would do if I'm loading it is hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell or whatever in the same leg that I'm working. If I have it in this side, you'll find it pulls you over and you lose that stability. That's that exercise in a nutshell. So slower, controlled reps with high quality, hinging through the hips first until you feel your glute activate, then start the descent, build the height of the box for high reps, and then add your weight. Out of breath. Proves it's working.